My husband and I started a business. It is an analytical wine testing lab. So we do testing on wines and juice for vineyards and for wineries to make sure that everything is what they need it to be as far as sugar and acid and alcohol and everything. And so we just started that this summer, and I've always done our bookkeeping, everything just for our family. And I have another business myself, but I've never had to use anything like QuickBooks. My record keeping has been very minimal for what I've had to do in the past. And so we got QuickBooks and I logged in, and just a lot of it wasn't very intuitive to me. It seemed like everything was like jumping pages. Now I understand what was happening, but at the time I didn't, because I didn't know the tabs. I didn't know everything. And I go to one place and try to find it again, and I just couldn't. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So I started looking at YouTube videos. I'm going to figure this out, because I was in tears. I'm like, this shouldn't be this hard. For my other business, I've used another program before, but it was specialized to my other business. It wasn't broad like QuickBooks was. And I was just so frustrated. I was like, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to figure this out. So I started looking at YouTube videos, and there were some that were really annoying or really hard to follow. And then I came across yours and I really liked it. And so there was a lot of features I did not know were available or did not know where to look for. And so that's been really helpful. And like seeing other people comment about years of mistakes, I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm doing things the right way from the beginning. And I mean, that's kind of how I am to begin with. I like things to be correct. And it's so much easier if they're correct in the beginning than to go back and fix a mistake. But it was really interesting to me, because I hear people talk about profit and loss and how confusing they are. And when you showed us like how to get there, I pulled it up and like, I could read it all and understand it and connect every dot. And so that for me was really rewarding to know. I'm like, okay, I understand this. It's just figuring out the program. I knew that it would help me in the long run to not be as frustrated and to not have to spend as much time trying to fix everything later on if I started it. So I knew it was an investment, and it wasn't any different than going and taking a college course to me. I would have probably spent more money. And one thing I really like about the program is everything's recorded and in my own time to go and do. And so I can go back as many times as I need to, which in a traditional college course, if I was to take a traditional college course, I'd only have it for that time period. And I would have to follow along with the instructor. And so sometimes some things take me a little longer, or I haven't gotten to that, because there's a lot of things within the program I haven't gotten to because that hasn't applied to us yet, but it will down the road. And so to me, just knowing those things were going to be there later on for me was kind of a no-brainer. And then knowing that wasn't going to cost anything or much more than a traditional college course, and then to be able to feel confident in what I was doing and having everything set up, that to me was worth it. And so just don't get frustrated. Don't allow yourself to get frustrated. If there's something that is holding you up, find how you're going to fix it. What's a way to fix it? What do you need to go back and look at in a video, or would the program benefit you? Just don't allow yourself to be stuck and frustrated. That's kind of what I would tell people to look at, is look at the long term, because I've been there and it's not fun, but I didn't allow myself to be there for very long.